You have the honour today of working with somebody widely regarded as the best pastry chef in the world, Albert Adria.
This is your chance to immerse yourself in a world that is absolutely phantasmagorical. Go for it, enjoy it, and learn. Get stuck in.
Each of the finalists will be in charge of making 2 of Albert's creations.
Hi.
For a chef's table of 6 world-class pastry experts. David will be in charge of Albert's playful menu opener, Rose, a perfectly formed raspberry and lychee sphere. Using Albert's groundbreaking liquid spherification technique, which he pioneered at El Bulli.
Estaba yo solo, recuerdo, en el taller. Lo mágico fue cuando de repente metí la mano y salió esa esfera, que al romperla se volvía líquida.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful little raindrops.
Yeah. You can make only 2 types of spherification, good and bad.
Okay. Oh, wow, it goes on top of that. Oh, my God.
And we have some rosewater syrup, so you can smell aroma of the rose, yes?
That's amazing.
Please, taste.
Thank you. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, we are happy.
It pops,
Yeah.
physically, and then the flavour just explodes in your mouth. It's unbelievable. So, so nice.
David's second sweet is one of Albert's most visually innovative. It features a crunchy praline centre surrounded by a cylindrical chocolate mousse wrapped in a coffee sponge to form the appearance of a cork.
Lo come y esa cara de emoción ante la sorpresa de algo nuevo, para mí es lo que le da sentido.
So to actually be working to a very precise method is going to be really tough for me. And the praline centre needs to freeze plenty of time so that can be covered by the mousse.
Claire will be responsible for one of Albert's most vibrant-looking desserts, a mango lollipop sorbet.
Bueno, soy un enamorado de México, he estado más de 20 veces y se nos ocurrió pues, hacer ese homenaje a los chicos que van por las playas vendiendo el mango.
Before service, Claire will have to individually carve the sorbets and finish them with raspberry puree, freeze-dried strawberries and lime zest.
Absolutely amazing.
She will also be making Albert's take on a classic after-dinner mint.
Cuando yo era niño, el After Eight era como un producto totalmente diferente e icónico, y además es muy british.
Featuring a tempered chocolate disc and a raspberry covered in a strawberry mint marshmallow.
God, so much precision.
Coated with chocolate.
Never tempered chocolate, never made a marshmallow. I just... Oh, a little bit nervous.
At El Bulli, the Adria brothers were famous for deconstructing classic dishes.
Voy a coger algo, separo los elementos, modifico las texturas y lo vuelvo a construir.
Sandy will have to apply the same deconstruction technique, recreating Albert's unique take on a carrot cake.
Meringue, carrot cake, ice cream, carrot on the top. It's like a sandwich.
I don't know how could you do a better job than like remaking a classic dessert and then you turn it into a club sandwich. I mean, like, that's just so clever.
Sandy will also be in charge of another of Albert's whimsical deconstructions, the golden egg, based on a traditional crème catalan or Spanish egg flan.
Creo que en ese sentido lo bonito es la presentación, cómo hemos vestido de una manera que le da todo el sentido, ¿no?, al huevo dorado.
Layers of caramel, custard, and a passion fruit gel need to be set inside the egg so that they hold when presented to the diner upside down.
Oh, wow. A lot of steps, a lot of process, have to get it just right. So I just got to be focused.
Thomas is taking charge of two of Albert's signature dishes, a Stroopwaffle served with a clove and cinnamon ice cream, and one of Albert's most critically acclaimed desserts ever, the cheesecake. Made with an English brie custard centre and coated in a hazelnut and white chocolate glaze, applied with a hairdryer.
Too much work for one cheese.
That's incredible. I love that. Oh, it's complete magic and illusion. Everything isn't as it seems, but everything's got a heart and a soul to it, which is really, really clever, actually.
The finalists now have just 2.5 hours to complete Albert's recipes before the guests arrive.
Patisserie, it's about precision. It's about exact measurement. It's about timing. It's about temperature.
It's a big challenge. They're going to have to be on the top of their game, but this is an incredible, incredible honour.
Sandy's first task is to make the caramel base for the golden egg.
So just sugar, water in, bring it to boil until it's like really nice and brown.
Parece sencillo, pero el caramelo le tiene que quedar clavado. Que encuentre un balance perfecto entre amargor y dulzor.
Never made caramel before. Oh. Ooh. Wait, I think this is not great. Why is it still boiling? Wow.
Okay,
Wait, I think
that went wrong.
Yeah. Sorry, just say the hop. I think I have to do it again.
Okay.
While Sandy remakes her caramel, Claire is also working to exact temperatures, tempering chocolate and making the mint strawberry marshmallow using glucose heated to precisely 118 degrees.
I mean, I'm the least scientific person I know. 118.
While the marshmallow whisks, she moves on to the tempered chocolate bases.
How thin is thin?
Good job.
Do you know what? I'm not going to jinx anything, but it's not going so badly, she says.
On the chocolate cork, David's praline centres are in the freezer, and he's moved on to making the custard for the chocolate mousse, which he must heat to exactly 86 degrees.
The thing that I'm most worried about is if one technical element is wrong, then the whole piece falls apart.
The eggs scrambled to make the second one.
I turned the custard into scrambled eggs. I took my eye off it for a couple of seconds, and it went over the 86 degrees it needed to be. This is custard number 2. I'm going to sit and watch this until it reaches 86 degrees. If I mess up again, it's pretty embarrassing.
Caramel in progress.
Sandy is also closely watching her second attempt at the caramel.
It's dark is the consistency and the color that we want.
Next, she starts constructing the golden egg, layering the caramel with the egg flan custard, which needs to bake for 30 minutes. With the cheesecake mix chilling, Thomas has started work on the batter for his other dessert, the Stroopwaffle.
Got to make 15 of these, so I've got a few batches to do.
It's making waffles, right?
This is very, very, very exacting. This thing's running at 200 degrees C, and you've literally got seconds to get the tiny waffles off of the hot plate. You've got to work quicker in getting them out and get them under a weight to keep them nice and flat. So as I was bringing them out, they were curling, cooling, and then they're no good for the sandwiches. So.
There's just 90 minutes until the guests arrive.
John, we've been in some kitchens, some big kitchens, some famous kitchens, but I've never seen anything quite like this one. And it's the level of concentration. That's what's different. It's so precise and they are so focused.
This is the coffee sponge mix for the outside of the cork. Just got to get this incredibly flat. I'm quite anxious about doing it. I don't want to ruin it.
While David cooks his sponge, Claire is making her mango sorbet using liquid nitrogen.
This is insane. Can't see me doing this in my own kitchen at home.
She must now form perfect mango quenelles ready to be carved just before service.
That one's a bit chunky. Oh my days. This is so hard to do.
How many more?
2 more. Oh, I don't think that was my best one.
Yes!
Yeah, we did it. Whoa. Okay.
Okay, blast, blast.
My God, they're going, they're moving.
With 75 minutes until service, Sandy's egg flans are ready for setting. And she moves on to the carrot juice meringue made from 6 different ingredients.
How complicated is this?
There's ingredients on the recipe that I've never used before. I don't even know what it is, like reading off the recipe.
Can you do it?
I think so. I'm in progress, getting there.
Thomas is also up against it. He still needs to make the caramel for the Stroopwaffle centers.
Pour it somewhere to cool down so it doesn't cook anymore.
And get his cinnamon and clove ice cream discs frozen, as well as his cheesecake centers set in time.
Trying to get a bearing of where I am in time is quite difficult, obviously, not knowing how long each individual element takes and where I am to time. So all I can do is just head down and crack on, keep working.
With service looming, David needs to make Albert's trademark spheres for the rose dessert, which involves immersing drops of raspberry and lychee juice into a bath of seaweed alginate.
So you've got to make sure that you don't leave it in the seaweed solution for too long, otherwise it gets a thick skin. Because if it's too thick, then it won't pop with the flavour in the mouth. Then move it into the water, but be so careful not to break it. This is not going well.
The drop shape is not good for sure. Yeah. You need to try to cover it with a wave of algae bath. Otherwise, you're gonna do like the drop, and it's not good for the spherification.
I'll just get rid of them all, so I'll start again. I don't know if I'm getting the hang of it or not. It's very, very tricky to get the balls form into perfect spheres. I'm happy with those.
Across the kitchen, Claire's chocolate strawberry marshmallows are ready to be constructed into their distinctive shapes.
Make it pretty, yeah?
Wow.
Yeah?
God, you're good.
You go, girl.
I've got this. Oh, I just want them to be perfect, and it's so hard.
You need to make a little more bigger because when after rest in the fridge, lose size.
Okay.
Voila. You make another, the last. It's okay. It's not bad, it's good.
Attending today's chef's table are some of Britain's finest pastry talents, including ex-Fat creative director Jockey Petrie, the world-renowned Claire Clark MBE, and Cherish Findon, culinary Olympic gold medalist. There's just 20 minutes until the first course is served, and all the finalists are up against it. Thomas still has to bake a batch of sablé biscuits, which will be served alongside his cheesecakes, which are chilled and now have to be coated with a hazelnut and walnut glaze, set with a hairdryer to ensure it's wafer thin.
These things need to stay at the right temperature. So every second that they're out of the fridge, they're getting soft and they need to stay chilled. Now just basically working against the clock to get the bandages on the cheese, which kind of gives it the cheese rind texture to it.
Sandy's carrot mix is ready for baking.
It might be much more dense than expected, but we'll find out.
While the cake bakes, she can get to work creating light ridges on the meringue using a panini press.
You can't put it for too long because it's slightly burned. We're looking for perfection here. It's not easy because they are very, very brittle. These are the good ones. Nobody's touching it because they are very, very fragile. All right.
If I'm today in the kitchen, I will be very nervous. The technique that Chef Albert put in, the finest touch that he has on all his dessert, is going to be hard for the chef today.
Any professional would struggle with producing these desserts. So for an amateur, they are going to struggle, and it'd be so interesting to see how they attack this challenge.
Every single of the desserts is very hard and about precision, measurements, accuracy, big challenge.
For an amateur to produce this and actually pull it off, that's a very, very big ask.
David is first up with Albert's rose dessert.
I am so intrigued of how it's going to look like. It is very feminine at the moment. There's lychee, raspberry, and rosewater, all the ingredients that I like.
The dish is quite complex. There is a shape element of it that is actually, to achieve, is difficult.
I can see those flavours working, but it sounds technically challenging.
They're not done?
Yeah.
They're not round, though?
They're not round, yeah.
How are they looking?
They probably need a bit longer, but...
We have to serve them. Let's go.
Hi, everyone. Hello.
David must carefully place the delicate raspberry, rose and lychee spheres on the flowers before spraying with a rosewater mist.
I've got to go off.
Okay, you still got one more.
The smell is divine. It's beautiful.
It is.
The roses look good, apart from not every single one is exact. But I'm looking forward to the taste.
For such a small bite, that was really packed with flavour. You get the beautiful rose, the raspberry, the light is really well balanced, and I think that pop of liquid that comes through is just fantastic.
The verification for an amateur to get correct was really well executed. Fantastic. Well done.
Great likeness to what the kitchen normally produces, so very, very close. Congratulations, very good.
That's amazing. The sensation is brilliant.
Go and get us another one.
David, you have 5 minutes to finish the corks, okay?
Yes.
Come on, come on, come on.
Love this dish. How it's presented and finished is very, very important, and how it's built together and rolled into the cork. So technically, there is some challenges there for sure.
This sounds whimsical, a little bit different, great idea behind it. So I'm really excited to try this one.
Yeah, really happy with them. Thank you. Come here. Thank you so much. Thank you. You've been amazing
Really,
today.
you did a good job, really.
You can put the cork in the bottle. So beautiful. It's ready, it's perfect.
To cook those two dishes was just amazing, and I just hope the diners enjoy it.
Oh, so nice. Fresh, and there's like a lovely crunch in the middle.
To get that sponge so soft and so thin is really technically difficult, so well done to David.
I really, really enjoyed that. It was super smooth texture of the mousse, and then that crunchiness of the nuts and the praline in the middle was just delicious.
The sponge is light as it should be. The mousse inside is rich but also fluffy. That is really good.
Oh, John, it's delightful.
Claire is next up with the after eights.
Muy bien.
The final job is to give the delicate marshmallow its velvet coating.
One's had a bit of an issue. She's had a few too many drinks.
As we all know, chocolate's actually a very advanced patisserie skill. It could be a good day or a bad day in the pastry kitchen for them.
There's two I'm not using.
Okay, take there. It's perfect. Yeah. Good work. Congratulations. Let's go.
Thank you so much. Thank you. That was amazing.
It does look close enough to what we serve every day. It's a little bit more rustic, yes.
I really liked that. The texture was so soft. For me, it was delicious.
It's like a little pillow of air, so I really liked that little just dissolved. I thought that was fabulous. I like the texture.
Not a very easy dish to do, very technical. There's spraying, there's tempering, there's piping. So she's done very well there.
There it is. Shiny as it should be.
Cloud-like marshmallow and a big hit of raspberry. But the whole thing finishes up with mint. Almost as if you're brushing your teeth.
Can you believe I'm peeling a mango sorbet? So I'm trying to make my really average quenelle look a bit better.
What is it going to be like? I'm sure she's going to blow us away.
Ah! This is so hard. Oh, we thought I was all calm and calculated. Okay, service, please. Thank you.
Oh, you work with intensity.
Oh,
Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Chef. Oh, my goodness, that was amazing. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, I was so annoyed. Mine looked more like a pineapple than a flower.
Amazing. Looks like freshly carved mango.
You can see that there's some elements that have fallen off from what looks like a quenelle.
It is very clean when you eat it. And then kick in the crunchiness of the strawberry. This is so delicious.
That is a great big hit of frozen mango.
It's sharp and it's sweet, and those bits of dried strawberries are just fantastic.
Okay, Sandy, the flan, please. Are you ready?
Yeah, Chef.
Excellent.
The Gourmet flan is a brilliant dessert. Presentation is superb. It's upside down, so actually when it comes to you, you then flip it round, it's open and the flan is set inside. So it's actually technically quite difficult.
Sandy has made Albert's take on a traditional egg flan. With caramel, steamed egg custard, and a passion fruit gel.
To make sure that it's set so that obviously it doesn't fall when the egg's turned upside down, that's really challenging. So I think they've done a great job on this.
The cooking of the custard, super light when you eat it, is pretty much perfection.
However, I think there's a caramel that is a touch too much. The bitterness just kicked in straight away.
No one would believe you could get 3 big, powerful taste sensations in an eggshell.
That caramel is quite bitter, but it's very good.
Sandy's deconstructed carrot cake is next.
It's still quite warm, the cake, so it's very soft that you cut it.
Her final task is to portion the cream cheese ice cream and make a jam made of raw carrot with ginger jelly and orange zest.
Sandy, we need our carrot cake to serve to the judge.
Yeah.
I'm not a lover of carrot cake, I have to say, and how one's going to make it light is quite baffling. So I'm just going to sit back and wait to be blown away.
Carrot cake is something that's very, very traditional. I'm really intrigued to see the new take and the modern technique used in this one.
Service, please.
Happy?
Happy. Oh,
I believe it's okay for first time. Congratulations.
thank you so much. I'm so thrilled. I'm so thrilled. And I learned so much about the technique and the things that you can do with food. Like, he is an artist, and I just love his work.
Amazing. A lot of work goes into this dessert here.
Claire Clark is a carrot cake convert. The textures, the moistness in the carrot cake, and the carrot flavour itself is sublime.
The crunch on the meringue and the marmalade of the carrot just blown me away. Well done, chef. Well done.
It's the carrot flavour in there that I absolutely love.
That's a huge amount of work, and actually the detail, I'm really impressed from Sandy.
Stroopwaffles are going up first, just laying the bases out, making sure I pick the flattest, nicest ones for the top. And then, yeah, just go, really, and start plating up.
This one takes me back to my childhood. I would really expect to see that sort of biscuity, buttery, caramelly goodness. And I think the key here will be getting the texture right.
They have to be light, they have to be crisp, they have to be thin, they're crunchy. They're quite hard to make.
You have a problem with the toffee.
OK.
too much density.
And the envelopes are sealed, yes?
Mm-hmm. You have time, no fear.
Yeah.
No problem, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Chef.
Okay.
Really appreciate it.
Delicious, really nice. You get the almost like 7th spice from the Stroopwaffle.
The actual layer of the ice cream is a perfect circle and it's a perfect thickness.
I think the wafer itself is perfectly cooked. It's nice and crispy. You've got the nice warming spices in there. I think just the little thing for me is the caramel maybe is a little bit hard.
I love that you put a perfect thickness of ice cream in with a waffle. That's a lot of work here.
That is really light. I could do with a basket of these.
Finally, it's Albert's signature cheesecake, served with sablé biscuits. The final step is to carefully remove the cheesecloth, which gives the dessert the look of a traditional cheese wheel.
There is absolutely no way of cutting corners. There's no room for error. There's no margin. It's just got to be absolutely bang on.
Okay, Thomas, the last course. Are you ready to serve?
I am indeed.
Thomas is also doing cheesecake, which is by far my favorite dessert here, and also, I guess, our signature dish.
I've actually been very fortunate to have the cheesecake from Albert many years ago, so expectations are going to be extremely high.
Everything is perfect.
Excellent.
Service, please.
Service, please. Happy, Chef?
Happy.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's been an awesome day. I think the thing I was super happy about was the cheesecake. To get that right, which is Chef's signature dish, and for him to say it's perfect and looks great was it's a bit special, really.
This is definitely as good as I can remember. It's got a really nice, even layer on the outside of the cheesecake, and inside the texture is so soft and light and airy.
I think the hazelnut sort of brings in a nice earthiness, which balances really well as well. And the biscuits are beautifully light as well.
Every mouthful that I eat, I crave for more. I really like this dessert.
I'm delighted to say that Thomas managed to actually match both the look and also the taste. I think it's outstanding, really, really good.
It even cuts like a soft cheese. I love this, man.
The texture is the same as a piece of cheese. Even the rind on the outside is the same as a piece of cheese, but it's a dessert. That is a clever invention.
There is no doubt in my mind that what you've pulled out today is remarkable.
I think you have excelled. You should go home, you should rest, you should definitely have a glass of champagne, and you should pat yourselves on the back. Well done.
So congratulations, and I know that all of us have hugely appreciated what you produced today, so thank you very much.
Thank you.
You have been set a brief to make a pudding using either spice or booze. That brief was set by none other than food writer and restaurant critic William Sitwell. He's going to be tasting your dessert and he'll be helping us make a decision.
You have just 90 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, and at the end of this, the best cooks go through to knockout week. Let's cook.
I really love puddings, and with spice or alcohol, you can transform what could be a fairly plain dessert. The stumbling block is subtlety, because too much spice and you overwhelm the flavors of the fruit. Too much alcohol and you just get a whole waft of booziness. The amateur cooks, they're passionate people. They've got some skills, but have they got that subtle touch?
I think Richard's got great skill. I like his ambition. He promises lots, but sometimes doesn't quite deliver.
I haven't seen him do a dessert yet, but I tell you what it won't be. It won't be boring.
Huge day today. The pressure is high, so I've gone for the spice option. Recently, I've been starting to enjoy Middle Eastern food, and for me, these are big Middle Eastern flavors.
Dessert today is what?
Cardamom, orange, and pistachio tart with a cardamom ice cream and then some rose and pomegranate salad. But I'm also going to put a little bit of saffron on just as a bit of decoration, but also for that little bit of flavour. I've got to really nail it today and get the balance of the spices right.
Love the fact that there's cardamom going in those tarts from Richard, but cardamom is very, very strong. We've got rose, which is that flavour of Turkish delight, and pomegranate, those seeds which burst into your mouth and are very, very sweet. I know Richard's got the skill, but it's the flavour combinations which concern me right now.
Zaleha is a very talented cook, and I love her spice-flavoured food from Malaysia.
This could be Zaleha's round. She's been great with spice so far. All she's got to do now is take it from savoury into sweet.
I have to be really careful with the spice because if it's overpowering, it will be bitter. But if it's not enough, then it won't meet the brief. It's really tricky today. I have to make sure I get it right to go through.
What is your dessert, Zaleha?
It's going to be Qatari-style date orange and almond tart.
So previously we've seen food from Malaysia.
Yep.
And now we're going to see food from the Middle East.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I put 4 types of spice in it: cloves, cardamom, cinnamon, and star anise.
How do you balance those 4 things? They're big flavours.
They are big flavours, and I just have to reduce my cardamom pops because the cardamom pops is the strongest flavour among the spices.
Zaleha, go pud, go pud.
Yeah, I'm going to go for it. Thank you.
We have got 4 spices with dates and oranges. Really risky. But if anybody can balance spice, we know that Zaleha can. Louise, our Welsh bundle of energy, has delivered big flavours, but I'd like it to be a little bit more sophisticated, and I want to make sure Louise today is on time.
I think she's got potential, but that potential has got to be proved.
Never designed a dish to a brief before, but it was really exciting. You could let your imagination sort of run away with you a little bit, and you can really start to open up your ideas.
Louise, are you cooking with booze or spice?
Spice. My family, well, my friends and family are going to be so shocked. I like a little tipple, but I'm not a big fan of booze in puddings.
What are you making?
Apple and stem ginger cakes, stem and ginger ice cream, and a salted and apple caramel sauce to go over the pudding.
What's that?
You.
What, gingerbread Greg?
Yeah, look.
Ah! I'm touched.
Louise's dessert is all about ginger. That sponge has to be light as a feather. The gingerbread has got to be crunchy. The ice cream's got to be creamy. She's given herself so much work to do, and we know what Louise is like with timings.
35 minutes gone. 35 minutes. James seems to have a fair amount of technical knowledge for a young guy. I like that.
James has proven himself to be very, very skillful, but he's also very ambitious.
I've not cooked a dessert yet. It's not really a strong point of mine, so I'm pushing myself in that kind of sense. There's a few tricky technical things I've got to get right. Really have to step up and make sure that I can cook something really tasty.
Many people seem to have gone for spice.
Yep.
You seem to have gone for booze.
Yes, well, I work in a wine shop. I like my alcohol. I cook with it quite a lot, so I was quite happy when I saw the booze option come up.
What are you making?
I was talking to my dad. He makes the best crumble, so I'm taking his crumble and then refining it to my style. The crumble's going to be on the bottom as the base, and then there's going to be some pears on top, poached in the pork. and then a kind of set custard with a little bit of brandy in there as well.
See, everybody loves a crumble. How risky is it to mess around with it?
Yeah, I realise that now. Almost a stupid idea, but I'm going to give it a go.
James has been really ambitious. He's poaching pears in port. The flavour and the colour of the port will go into the pears. He's making a blackberry cream. He's making blackberry sherbet. If he gets it right, fantastic. Alex's classic Portuguese food is really tasty. Those little cod fritters were fantastic, and her pork and clams was absolutely delicious.
I'm definitely hiding my nerves well in the kitchen. It's all inside. Inside, I'm like screaming. I try to kind of keep calm on the exterior.
Alex, are you going to give us a Portuguese dessert?
It's got Portuguese booze in it. I'm making a cherry liqueur chocolate fondant.
Have you watched MasterChef over the years?
I have, yes.
Have you seen the amount of people that fail with a fondant?
Yes, I have. It's quite risky. I've tried it about 6 times and twice it's fallen apart on the plate.
Oh.
So it terrifies me, yeah, but if it works, it will be amazing, so fingers crossed.
So we've got sweet, thick cherry fondant, and then she's taking creme fraiche and mixing it with really tart and bitter marmalade. It could be wonderful. But of course, the proof of the fondant is in the turning out.
Jess has an exciting creative style all of her own. I like that. I tell you what, a pudding challenge is made for creative cooks.
You've got to literally put something out there, and you are bearing your soul. I feel good. I've got good nerves. If anything, it just makes me perform better. I'm very focused.
Your cookery is lovely. It also defies convention.
That's good to hear.
Is this dessert an invention of yours?
It's a mixture of things that I really like. So I'm doing a ginger and orange treacle tart, chai tea latte ice cream with cardamom and vanilla. I had my first chai latte about 3 or 4 years ago, and I was like, oh, my God, this would be perfect for an ice cream. Could you imagine? This means a lot to me. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, so I need to nail it.
Buttery pastry, please, Jess. Lovely soft filling, creamy ice cream, yes, please, and just not too much spice. 15 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 15 minutes till pud time.
I didn't realise the time had gone so quick. I need 20 minutes to cook this.
Whoa, what's happened there?
It's not cooked enough, but I've got another one on reserve.
Oh! Careful, careful. Oh, whoa. You've got 6 minutes. Put it back in the oven again.
5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes left.
Final 60 seconds. That's what you've got. That's it. Your time is up. Stop.
Oh. Mine is a disaster. Look, mine looks like a big lump of dog poo.
Let me now introduce you to food writer and restaurant critic, William Sitwell. They look scared, and it's your fault.
About right, too.
Richard, please, up you come.
Teacher Richard from Burnley has cooked a cardamom-spiced pistachio and orange tart. With cardamom ice cream, topped with saffron and pistachio, pomegranate, candied rose petals, and a pistachio crumb.
Your timing's gone awry, Richard. Your tart is undercooked. The centre is soggy like chewing gum, and the pastry itself is burnt around the outside and the edges because you pump the heat up, and underneath isn't quite cooked enough. I like the flavour of the saffron with the pomegranate. I love the texture of your ice cream, again, with saffron across the top. I'm not getting very much cardamom at all.
Your ice cream is really nice. I can just taste the cardamom at the end. I had to look quite hard for it. Unfortunately, the tart itself is so dry. You know, the main event hasn't worked for me. I wouldn't go looking for this, I'm afraid.
I get a hint of cardamom from your tart, but that inside is like a dry mince pie, and not great. But I kind of get the feeling you knew that.
Gutted, really. Ruined the execution of the tart. I'm so annoyed at myself.
Fitness instructor Louise has cooked apple and stem ginger cake, topped with salted caramel and apple sauce. A gingerbread crumb, clotted cream and stem ginger ice cream, and gingerbread men.
For me, the presentation looks like you're trying to produce something that has a bit of a restaurant feel to it, but then the home cook in you is just basically driving a train through all of that. Your cake is quite dry, and your ice cream has a sort of slightly strange texture. Having said that, I've got this amazing hit of ginger, and I really like that. And it wasn't too overwhelming. And then you've got the obvious treat of the caramel coming in to slightly temper that. So it's quite a nice wintry pudding that I wouldn't be unhappy to have.
You've got great flavours of ginger. I like the crumb underneath. Your prunes and apples should be stewed down so they're lovely and soft before they get folded into your sponge mix, and that'll keep your sponge mix moist.
Your ginger biscuits are mild with ginger, very crispy, and rather attractive, in a kind of bald, jolly way.
Relieved, relieved. I feel I've justified my previous round, and I can, you know, hold my head up high a little bit more this time.
Zaleha from Bristol has created a date, almond and orange tart, spiced with cardamom, cloves, star anise and cinnamon. Served with dates filled with cream cheese and pistachio, nutmeg chantilly cream, and an orange butter sauce.
Well, it's very pretty. You know, there's a whole kind of Eastern journey there. I'm looking forward to plunging in. The flavours, for me, are slightly less subtle than it looked. And what I'm getting is a lot of sugar, cream, so a lot of sweetness, which is not unpleasant by any means. Okay. But the unusual thing is, I'm not getting all those different spices.
I pick up the cloves. I get a hint of star anise. I get no cardamom at all. Your pastry is very nice. I particularly like that cream cheese with the dates. I think that's lovely. After that, it's very, very sweet and sticky. Too sweet and sticky for me to finish it all.
Look, you're demonstrating lots of skill. Your pastry's absolutely lovely. I like your orange sauce a lot, but there's a lot on one plate.
Don't know how to feel. Oh, they were too sweet, even for Greg. Yeah, but they like my pastry, so I hope that counts. Yeah.
Dental nurse Jess has made orange and ginger treacle tart. with charred orange segments, a spiced chai, cardamom and cinnamon vanilla ice cream, and toasted pistachios.
The outside of the tart here is very, very dark and many would say burnt.
Yeah.
Your ice cream, you really get that wonderful flavour of cardamom and cinnamon. I like the stickiness of the inside of the tart. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a lot of ginger about it, and the pastry is really hard.
Well, pastry is a very easy thing to get very, very wrong. Unfortunately, you've sort of slipped over into that danger zone. But nice ice cream.
Thank you.
You've got work to do on your pastry. I think you've got work to do on your presentation. I think your flavours are good.
I'm disappointed with my pastry. My pastry was not good. I'm just hoping that they can see the potential that I've got.
Mm-hmm.
24-year-old James has made his take on a pear crumble. Cob nut crumble with pears poached in port, served with a set custard infused with apple cider brandy, a brandy and blackberry cream mousse, and a blackberry sherbet.
You know, I do worry when you get a deconstructed pear crumble. Problem is, it just looks over-fussy, and it doesn't have a kind of gorgeous, eat-me, warming feeling that is what, for me, that's what crumble's about.
I'm going to ignore the word crumble, because this is not a crumble in any way, shape, nor form. I like your sherbet. I think that's lovely, and it's really good with your cob nut crumble. I don't mind your little blackberry mousse on the side, but when they all come together, there's very little texture.
Your pears are a little bit too soft. You know, when you poach pears in red wine or port, you do it because you want to get that richness. So I'm not getting that.
I have to say, and I'm sticking my neck out here, I really, really like that and completely disagree with them. I like the rich port in the pear. I particularly love that brandy coming out of that cream. Do I think you've put together a smashing dessert? No, I don't. But I think there's some really nice flavours and textures there.
Feeling gutted. Oh, that was a bad idea to give such a well-known dish and then to mess about with it. And yeah, it didn't go down too well.
Alex from London has made a chocolate fondant flavoured with gingina, a Portuguese cherry liqueur, served with a glazed cherry, dark chocolate soil, and creme fraiche and orange marmalade.
It's collapsed.
It did collapse.
Yeah, but you know, the thing is, I eat in so many restaurants where if this came out, I would believe it's supposed to look like that.
Yeah.
Seriously.
OK, we'll
if
go
you
with
told
that.
me this is a collapsed fondant, I'd go, great, yeah. It is super rich, super deeply dark and chocolatey. What I like is that your cherry liqueur that you used is in there and it's subtle. This is actually a pudding that I like and I will remember. I'd order this again. I want a collapsed fondant, please.
It is rich and dark with chocolate. I love the fact you've got bitter marmalade and you've got sour creme fraiche together. So bitter, sour, and really, really sweet coming together.
And whatever the boys say, you didn't want that to collapse. As good as it tastes, that's gone wrong. But it does taste good.
I'm disappointed that the fondant collapsed. I'm really pleased that they like the flavours. So, yeah, maybe I should have said it was a deconstructed fondant.
We have to make a decision about who stays and who goes. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks very much indeed.
I thought my brief would be challenging. I didn't think that it would be that challenging. I think it proves that making pastry is a very, very tough skill.
Great brief, as always. Great judging, as always.
Thank you.
Marcus and I would like you to reinvent the classic British fruit crumble.
We all know what a crumble is and we all know what a good one tastes like. But today you're going to be taking it to a new level. Behind us, we have all the ingredients for you to choose from to make us a stunning dessert. Remember, this is a quarter-final. And at the end of this, 2 of you are going to be leaving the competition. 10 minutes to plan your dish, 90 minutes to cook and serve. Come up and choose your ingredients.
I'm excited. Obviously, I've had a lot of crumbles in my time, so hopefully I can just elevate it to the next level.
A lot simpler than I thought it was going to be, but there's a lot of time, so the judges are expecting something pretty spectacular.
I've just got to be careful here and make sure that I don't get myself too complicated, basically.
Chefs, that is it. Your 10 minutes is up. Your 90 minutes to give us that amazing dessert starts now.
This is a reinvention of something that we have loved in this country for many, many years. I'm really excited about what our chefs are going to do today.
I want them to really elevate their cooking and show off their skills, because this is where it counts.
I thought I always was quite a good inventive chef, but after my comments on my signature dish, I'm just definitely going to just pull it back a bit. I've got technique, I've got the ability to do it, I just have to try and rein in all my experience and not try and put it on the same plate.
Gary, how are you going to reinvent the fruit crumble?
I'm going to do a crumble tart, so we're going to do some caramelised cherries. We're going to do an oatmeal crumble, and I'm doing a chocolate and mascarpone ice cream.
Sounds delicious. Gary, is this on your curriculum of educating the future chefs?
No, but I wish it was, and it soon will be. The whole point of me being here is just to evolve myself and then hopefully take that back to the future of our industry. So, you know, that's why I'm here.
Mascarpone chocolate ice cream with cherries and that lovely pastry. He is being inventive, he's definitely being creative, and I can't wait to see what he delivers. Matei, our 38-year-old head chef, originally from Romania, had a terrible skills test, but then came fighting back in the signature round.
I'm really excited to show them what I can do more, and I hope I can impress them with my future dishes.
Fruit crumble, do you have an equivalent of that in Romania?
We have sort of pies, which we're doing in a similar style.
What's your dish got, Matei, that's going to stand out from everybody else's?
I want to make a rhubarb and ginger sorbet. Will be rhubarb and apple fillings and a bit almond crumble, and I'll do a chilled chocolate custard.
And how do you feel about this challenge? Does it excite you? Does it worry you?
I will be confident more and more and more I'm developing the dish, so I'm pretty sure I can deliver quite nice crumble.
Your rhubarb ginger brioche, chocolate custard, and then the fabulous sorbet to sit on the side, finish with a little almond crumb.
This is a new one. I've not had all these things together as a crumble, so I'm intrigued to see the balance of the cold and the hot and the sweetness and a watery sorbet as well, how it's all going to work. Chefs, you've had 45 minutes. You're halfway. I love the passion and the drive that Rosanna has. She is very nervy, but once Rosanna has settled, we know what this young chef can achieve.
I'm up against people who've been in the industry probably a bit longer than I have, but hopefully I can keep up with them. I'm going to do a pastry base, and then I'm going to fill that with loads of different elements. So I'm going to do a set vanilla custard. I'm going to do some poached apple balls, make a Calvados and apple puree. Top it with a little bit of nutty OT crumble on the top with demerara sugar.
So pastry is a strong point for you?
Yeah, I really love pastry. Apple crumble is something I've grown up with. We've had apples in the garden. We used to spend time sort of peeling them all down, stewing them down and chucking them in the freezer. So this is sort of the flavours that I know.
Expectations for a great apple crumble. It's just gone a little bit higher there, Rosanna. What we're going to have from Rosanna is a set, so custard tart, the lovely caramelised apple puree, and then she's got the crumble over the top. Something simply presented like that could work, and it's all going to be in the intense flavours of the apple, the caramel, if the custard is set well, and a wonderfully cooked pastry case.
In the army, you know, every day is different. You know, you're not stuck with the same menu day in, day out. Try to be creative as much as possible, you know, so that the officers or the soldiers are getting a variety of food. Hopefully that'll help in the next round.
Graham, you must have made a few crumbles before cooking for the soldiers.
Yeah, when you're out in the field, it's a favourite for the guys.
So what's your crumble going to be today?
Today I'm going to do a take on a rhubarb crumble. My granny used to grow it, so for me I love it. I'm going to do a vanilla white chocolate like parfait with a rhubarb and ginger jelly, with a rhubarb tatin and some crumble as well in there with some cardamom, pecan and walnuts.
Interesting. So I can't picture how this is going to look on the plate. Do you know how it's going to look on the plate yet?
In my head it's looking all right at the minute, but hopefully it'll go up looking like it is in my head. We'll see.
What concerns me about Graham's plate is that it's got different elements. He's got a rhubarb parfait, rhubarb jelly. It's also got a tart tatin. This sounds like a dish of two desserts.
I'm curious how this is going to look because it sounds like lots of separate little elements.
Chef, you've got 30 minutes left. 30.
Cooking-wise, I've had ups and downs. I haven't been cooking to the best of my ability, but there's still a little bit of time left to prove myself, so yeah, hopefully it'll work out all right.
Mark, tell me, what's your reinvention going to be?
Caramelised banana crumble. It's going to be served with pecans, puff pastry being pressed down as the base, roast banana and brandy puree, white chocolate, and a little muscovado crumble glaze inside.
What does it mean to you to get through this challenge into the next round?
I closed my restaurant to do this. Financially, it's not the best of it. I've got a wife, kids, mortgage, so, you know, it means a lot to me.
Wow, you closed your restaurant?
I'm the only chef in there, so my wife does the front of house, I do the kitchen side. No one's ever even worked in that kitchen apart from me.
So you really have put everything on the line here?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing how Mark is going to put this dish together, but I do love the sounds of the ingredients that he's used.
Caramelised pecans, you've got roasted banana and brandy. I love the sound of this dish, it sounds fantastic. Chefs, you've got 15 minutes to go. 15.
I think the judges think I'm a little bit contemporary, a little bit different. Greg described me as a borderline genius, and Marcus described me as a borderline maniac. So, you know, there's a fine line between the two. My take on the crumble is poached pineapple, which I've dipped in sugar and then caramelised with a blowtorch. Same with the mango, caramel twill with pistachio coconut and crumble there.
But when you think of crumble, you think of hot, warm, winter, comfort food. This sounds completely the opposite to what I think crumble is all about.
Absolutely.
Do you think being different is important?
But I think it is important for me at this stage in my career to push the boundaries a little bit more. I think it's fundamental in being a chef to do that.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Absolutely.
You never know until you try.
Until you try, exactly.
Rich likes to take inspiration from different countries, and that's what he's doing here.
You know, Rich, he's never going to just go down the straightforward path. He's going to push himself, and he's always going to deliver something different. And I can't picture what this dish is going to look like in my head.
Chefs, you've got 6 minutes left. Start to think about putting your dishes together. That is it. Time's up. Step back from your benches.
You all right?
Yeah, you.
Good.
Good luck, mate. Good luck.
For his reinvented fruit crumble, Matej has made poached apple and rhubarb, flavoured with stemmed ginger, on a puff pastry base. A crumble of toasted almonds and brioche, chocolate custard paint, and a rhubarb and ginger sorbet.
Matej, the apples they're rustic, but they're not overcooked, they're not undercooked. Balance of flavours work very well. I like the little almonds on the plate. I would say, though, that a good sauce on glaze, a good custard would be very nice just poured over this dish.
There's no bells and whistles about it. This is nothing that's really exciting about this dessert. But I do really like the sorbet.
Okay, thank you. I'm feeling a bit disappointed and happy at the same time. I'm quite happy what I deliver. It's lots of pressure and you can't have everything perfect.
Rosanna has made a tart filled with a set custard and apple poached in cinnamon and star anise, topped with caramelized apple and calvados puree, crispy ginger, atsina cress, and a crumble made from almonds and oats.
It's not perfect, but I actually quite like the rusticness of this.
I like the flavours of the apple and the caramel, and a bit of the custard helps it because otherwise it would be a very dry dessert. I really like the bits of the ginger. But I find the apple is slightly undercooked for my liking. It's a nice dessert.
I like the apple and I like the flavours of the spices that you've put through. They're beautifully well balanced, they're not overpowering. I think it's very clever because you've given me everything that a crumble is all about in a tart case and delivered it very well.
Yeah, I feel really good, yeah. Monica didn't quite like it as much as Marcus did, but yeah, I feel pleased with what I've done.
Rich has served caramelized pineapple and mango puree, mango jelly, pistachio and coconut crumble, torched tonka bean and mango ice cream, and a pistachio tuile.
Have you glazed your ice cream?
I have, yeah.
You blow-torched ice cream?
Blow-torched the ice cream before putting it in the freezer.
Wow, well.
I think I've just about seen everything blow-torched now. It's nice to eat, but I think you've strayed a bit too far from what we're wanting. Yes, you've got a crumble on here and you've got fruit, but it's just a sort of fruity dessert rather than an actual crumble.
It is pleasant to eat because the flavours, the combinations, the balance of fruit, and of course the ice cream. But it doesn't, for me, fit the brief enough. I just think the crumble could have just been maybe a little bit bigger, a bit chunkier.
Okay. Not great, if I'm being honest with you. Took the risk on doing what, I do. It reflected my personality. Yeah, I don't think it's paid off.
Mark has chosen bananas for his crumble. He served a crispy puff pastry base topped with caramelized and raw banana, a roasted banana and brandy puree, sweet and salted pecans, a white chocolate crumb, and sugar tuile, finished with muscovado custard.
I think it's absolutely sensational, Mark. I really do. I think that is a triumph and a celebration of what a Great British Crumble is all about. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant in texture, in flavour, the sweetness of sugar, the sweetness of the bananas, and just that little element of sea salt that you've really cleverly just put in there. It's such a delicate hand is great. You should be very pleased.
Thank you, I am absolutely over the moon. I may not show it, but yeah, I am.
Well done, you.
I really like the flavours of the banana with the pecan and then the hints of the white chocolate. That wonderful puree you made is what I would like more of because you took a lot of time to really roast that banana down. I think it's a nice dessert, Mark.
Thank you.
You look like you going to cry.
No, I'm not. I'm good. I'm pleased. Yeah, really pleased. It was great feedback. I couldn't have asked for better, to be honest. Thanks.
Graham's take on a rhubarb crumble is a mini rhubarb and ginger tarte tatin, poached rhubarb, cardamom nut crumble, rhubarb and ginger jelly, and a vanilla and white chocolate parfait.
It looks a bit messy. Looks like it was rushed.
The first thing that really does come out here is the pastry that's not cooked. You can see it there. The rhubarb's beautifully cooked, and the gel on the plate has a really nice balance of acid to it. I like your ideas, I just don't think that you've executed them well enough, unfortunately.
The tarte-tatin for me is not a tarte. It's raw pastry with a bit of rhubarb on top. You have the elements of the rhubarb and the crumble here, which I do like. I think maybe if you had focused on those things and your custard and not try and bring other sort of dessert elements onto here, it would have been a better plate of food.
Chef.
Yeah, I could have done a lot better, but it's the nature of the game and I have to take it on the chin.
Finally, it's Gary with his cherry crumble tart, a sweet pastry case filled with mascarpone cream, and a honey, oatmeal and hazelnut crumble, topped with cherries glazed in kirsch, with caramelized cherries, chocolate crisps, and a chocolate and mascarpone ice cream.
Gary, this looks a great dessert. I love the colours. It looks wonderful.
Thank you.
When you cut through the cherries, you've got the sweetness and the sharpness of what you marinated them in. And then you've got the crumble underneath, and it's only just starting to soak up the juices of the cherries, and then a crispy pastry to go with it, and it just rounds it off. I think it's an accomplished dessert.
Actually, the tart itself is fantastic. Beautifully trimmed up tart case, which I would expect from a lecturer. I like the flavours, I like the textures, I love the chocolate ice cream and the shards that you've got in there. Great ideas. There's a lot of skill in this dish. It's a really good job.
Thank you. I just stuck to what I know works. I didn't try and reinvent the wheel, I just reinvented a crumble.
Nailed that one.
What we want is a classic dessert reinvented by you. A classic dessert with your spin, your personality.
This challenge now for you and your MasterChef journey is huge. A great dessert now takes you through to the final four. Of course, for two of you, you will be leaving us. Please, the most beautiful sweet creation you've ever made. 1 hour and 30 minutes. Come on, chefs, let's have something glorious.
A classic dessert is something that you feel like has been around forever. They've stood the test of time. They are still here for a reason.
These desserts, we still want to be able to recognise them, but I want to see some creativity, some flair, be bold.
I'm famous for taking risks, you know? So, yeah, lots of things to do.
If it all goes to plan, it's going to be a good dish. They're going to love it.
End of the day, I'm going to do my best, taking the classic, so hopefully I can do it justice.
It's either going to be a hit or miss, it's going to be one of those wow desserts, or it's going to be an absolute car crash, so I'm risking everything today.
Jono, this is a big day, isn't it?
Absolutely massive. Probably the most pressure I've had in this competition. You know, if I mess up today, it's see you later.
What are you making for us, please, Jono?
So my classic dessert is sticky toffee pudding. It's on every restaurant menu up and down the country. It's been done 100 times. For me, you can't deconstruct it. You've got to stick with what it is. You know, it's a cake, it's an ice cream, and it's a toffee sauce. Sticky toffee pudding itself, I'm going to infuse that with Earl Grey tea, with smoked beef fat toffee sauce.
Oh.
And then, and then we're going to have caviar ice cream as well.
What?
So this dish is...
Fish egg ice cream?
Yes.
It's the salty bit, like a salty caramel, is that right?
Exactly that. So for me, I want those salty pearls in my ice cream instead of using salt.
Mate, you are fascinating and scary in equal measure, you know that?
That's how I like it, Greg. This is my dish of dishes. You know, if I was going to do a dish to impress Marcus and Monica, then this would be it. I literally just need to blow these judges away. If I don't blow them away, I'm going home.
Jono's dessert, we've got a sticky toffee pudding. Inside, he's got Earl Grey and dates. The date is going to bring out a love sweetness to it as well. The Earl Grey is a floral tea that will also bring flavour to this. I want to taste both of them in this dessert.
And then there's a sticky toffee sauce. Yeah, with smoked beef fat. It's just going to make it really heavy and fatty. I'm really curious and excited to try this.
Jono's ice cream is a milk ice cream, of which at the end, once it's set, he's going to then fold in little caviar into it. Wow, not had that combination before, and I'm really looking forward to trying it.
20 minutes gone, everybody.
So my classic dish is a black forest gâteau, and I'm also introducing a Barnkuchen, which is a tree cake. Tree cake is a classic kind of German dish, so it's a layered cake, so it's almost like a tree when you have the different ages of the tree. The last round really kind of spurred me on, so I want to come back fighting. I really won that place, so I'm raring to go.
Alex, you worked in Germany, right?
Yes. It was really funny when I worked there. The chef couldn't speak English and I couldn't speak German, but we just communicated through, like, food. It was really amazing, so that's where kind of my inspiration comes from, so.
Last time you made a dessert for us, you reinvented the peach melba. In fact, I think Monica told you you'd improved it. Are you going to be able to do the same today?
No, hopefully it's as good as last time. I just want to make sure that I kind of get all the elements on there. But, yeah, no, I think it's a good take, and it's my take, so.
Alex's Black Forest Gâteau is made from Barnkuchen, which is a German cake that has got almond paste running through it, and it's finished with egg white as well, so it's quite light. He then cooks it, small layer on the bottom, into the oven for 3 minutes, bring it out, torch it slightly so it's coloured, and then just put another layer on and keep repeating the process 7 times. Then it will be fully cooked, cut in half, making 14 layers.
In the meantime, he's got maybe 6 or 7 other parts of his dish to put together. He's making chocolate soil, he's got a chocolate crema, we've got fresh cherries, got cherries marinated in kirsch, got a gel on here, as well as a creme fraiche sorbet. Alex has really piled the pressure on himself.
He's also got a huge tree trunk on his table as well. And the reason for the tree trunk is the layering of the tree. The rings represent the cake.
3 layers done.
You're halfway. Halfway, please, chefs.
I'm a bit nervous now because, like, I'm not a pastry chef. I don't know pastry very much. Today I need to show the beautiful presentation, good technique. So hopefully, and finger crossed, good luck to me.
What are you making, please?
When I was young in home, we have like every month one festival. So what we're having today, the rice pudding. Another festival, what we having? Rice pudding. So every festival is rice pudding. So
my grandfather would have loved it there.
Yeah, I loved it as well. But I'm quite bored now with the rice pudding. So I wanted to change with the grain called kodo. It's a very, very famous in Nepal.
And what is kodo?
Millet.
Millet. All right. What else do we have?
We have a snowball made from the mango, as we have very, very good mango in Nepal. I'm making shortbread, and I'm putting Sichuan pepper, Nepalese twist.
Anything else?
Yes, we have lots of things in it. So we have a mango leather.
Mango leather?
Yeah. Make the puree, put in the oven, and make it like a leather.
It's chewy?
Yeah.
Anything else?
Limbu pani sorbet on the side.
Oh, what sorbet?
Lemon and water and mint. Very, very traditional again, Nepalese. I have more something, I think. Caramelized mango.
Do you know what my favourite fruit is?
Please tell me mango.
Santosh, he says the only dessert he ever got served back home is rice pudding. So Santosh is putting a twist on it. He's using a particular grain called a kodo millet instead of rice. I've not had it before, I don't think, and I'm curious if it's going to cook like the rice and then sort of have a bit of texture in the end.
We've got a mango snowball, which is mango puree with cream. He's put that into a siphon gun.
He's then going to pipe it into a balloon to set it in liquid nitrogen.
And when that's frozen, cut it in half and put some fresh mango in the centre. Put the two halves together and then put a coating on the outside. It's a very tricky, very skillful and a very, very risky thing to do.
Chefs, you have 30 minutes left.
The classic dish I'm reinventing is the Black Forest Gâteau. It's one of the first dishes actually I had on my restaurant, so I hope I do it justice. There's definitely no room for mistakes today. The other three guys are great. They don't make many mistakes, so it's all on me. It's what I can do.
Dave, you are the second Black Forest Gâteau in a room of 4 chefs.
Yeah.
Is that more pressure?
I'm quite confident. If I can get everything glazed properly, everything tasting right, yeah, it'll be nice.
It's tough, isn't it, MasterChef?
Oh, yeah, bloody well tough.
Do you get any chill time at all, and what is it?
Before lockdown, I used to do like boxing 3-4 times a week.
What, something like nice and relaxing?
No, it's good for the brain. After, you know, I mean, when you're working all day, you need a release.
Will you now have pictures of us 3 up on your punch bag?
No.
Dave's Black Forest Gâteau is another take on deconstructing this amazing classic. Dave is making some chocolate spheres, which is frozen. And then he's taking the middle out and he's filling it with some cherry compote. Then he's going to close them back together and glaze it. That glaze needs to be at the right temperature. So as you pour it on, it leaves a beautiful shine and it should set.
We've got some poached cherries, which are going to be stuffed with almond, chocolate soil and a cherry sorbet. Chocolate soil, you want texture, lovely bitter chocolate flavour. Cherry sorbet, you want it to be cold, smooth and packed full of that cherry flavour. And I hope he's put a little bit of liqueur in there too.
20 minutes left, chefs. Just 20 minutes.
Just gotta get this last one cooked, get it cooled down so I can cut it nicely. Once I've cut it, and then I put the other half on top with some apricot jam, and that's it.
So I just need to portion it, and then I'm going to glaze it up in the beef fat toffee sauce, and then I'm just going to cover the whole thing in gold leaf. I want pure decadence.
All of our chefs are under a huge amount of pressure right now. We're coming towards the end of their cook-off, and you can feel the intensity in this kitchen at the moment. It smells good, but it's a lot of pressure.
You have just 5 minutes left, please, chefs. 5 minutes.
Very bad, Santosh, very bad.
Time's up. Stop.
Alex's classic dessert is a take on a Black Forest Gâteau, featuring a Baumkuchen, or tree cake, layered marzipan sponge topped with chocolate cremeux and chantilly cream, with cherry gel, kirsch cherries, cherry ice, chocolate soil, and a creme fraiche ice cream.
Alex, really like the way you've presented your Black Forest Gâteau. This cake, the layered cake, normally I quite like the chocolate sponge associated with a classic Black Forest. But then when you get the rich, dense cremo, that's the chocolate that I'm missing. And then as you're eating, you've got the fresh cherries, and then you get the hit of the cash, which is all the flavours that you want.
Really like the sorbet, because that sorbet is sour, and that is a nice respite from the amount of sweetness. It's a beautiful flavoured dessert, and you have brought the flavours of Black Forest Gâteau in here.
Thank you very much.
That cake is really good. The way you've layered it, and each layer has that sort of crunchiness. It's not too heavy, it's not too light. The chocolate, the cremo, really brings the Black Forest Gâteau into it with the cherries and the kirsch. It's a really, really good dessert, that, Alex.
Thanks, Chef.
Thank you.
When you leave the MasterChef kitchen, the one thing that you need is you need to just feel happy in your dish. And I felt really happy with my dish, and it's down to the judges now.
Jono has made his take on a sticky toffee pudding, which he has infused with Earl Grey tea and wrapped in gold and silver leaf. All served with a smoked beef fat toffee sauce and a caviar ice cream.
Serving the dish with champagne, pure indulgence.
That's an incredible looking thing. It's almost shocking. And it's supposed to be, right?
Exactly.
Despite the silver and gold, which is a massive indulgence, is a relatively simple dessert in its concept, but its flavours are quite extraordinary. So where you would have like a salted caramel, we've actually got salty caviar in the ice cream, which really works for me. And the depth of your sauce goes almost on the edge of beefiness, but not quite. I think it tastes great, and it's also thought-provoking.
Jono, your sticky toffee sauce has got a beautiful shine, it's got a wonderful thickness, light smokiness, and the beef flavour isn't overpowering this dessert. But then bang goes this ice cream with the caviar, and the balance of that saltiness with the caramel here is brilliant. But you need more of that sticky sauce through the cake. You know, that's what we think of when you have a sticky toffee.
The cake is very well made. Not getting the tea, but the sauce has got the beef that really does give it some powerful flavour. And it's not too much, it has the right balance to it. As always, interesting. Thank you.
It was a very risky dish, and today it paid off. You know, all three judges loved it. So I'm so proud of myself.
Santosh has served his version of a classic rice pudding made with kodo, a millet grain. Mango snowball filled with frozen mango mousse and fresh mango. Mango leather. Shortbread flavored with Szechuan pepper. Caramelized mango and a nimbu pani sorbet flavored with lemon and mint.
Well, Santosh, that is undoubtedly, it's a technical term, it's absolutely beautiful. There is no doubt about it that that beautiful honeyed sweetness of a beautifully ripe mango on top of that soft, really creamy rice pudding, like a little hint of vanilla, absolutely delicious. The shortbread, there's a hint of Szechuan pepper, so it gets a little bit hotter. It tastes fantastic.
Your mango with this take on a rice pudding, you know, I really like it. You've got that crust you've set in the nitrogen, and that's given you a little bite. It's delightful.
The texture of the rice pudding works, and finishing your dessert off with this, the sorbet, is absolutely genius. With a little hint of mint, lemon and mint, absolutely delicious. You've brought your rice pudding from where you're from, the celebration of your festivals. It's like sunshine on a plate.
Thank you. Went very well. So nice to hear the comments from the judges regarding Nepalese food. It mean a lot.
Dave's take on the classic Black Forest Gâteau is a chocolate mousse sphere with a cherry compote filling, covered in cherry glaze and popping candy, with chocolate soil, whipped cream, and kirsch poached cherries filled with almond. Served with a cherry sorbet and a cherry puree poured over dry ice.
A shame about the dribble all over the plate here because it was looking really great, your dessert. The dome with the chocolate mousse, nice and rich, and you got a strong flavour of alcohol, the kirsch running through it. Sorbet, beautiful flavours of cherry on there. And then you got the fun of the popping candy on the top, which is possibly the only bit the kids can have.
Because of the dry ice, you've frozen your chocolate soil to the plate. So as you can see, I'm hacking away at it to get it off. Your dome, the glaze on the top hasn't quite worked as nice and as smooth as it should have been. It should have been immaculate in the finish. It's a shame because I love the alcohol, love the chocolate mousse, and I love the flavours that you've got on the plate. I'm just concerned about the finishing of your dessert.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Lovely cocoa chocolate, a little bit of cream in there as well, a real pack of cherries, and I've got popping candies going off in my mouth as well. Oh, there we go again. Dave, your desserts really made me smile. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Greg. I really enjoyed that challenge. It was all going really good till I served it. They all seemed to enjoy the flavours, which was really good. It's just, yeah, just one silly thing again. Ugh, it's unbelievable.